At East Berlin.
But this is Macau, a part of Asia that's also a part of Europe, where Portuguese and Chinese have been mixing for over 400 years, creating a history and a culture that blends East and West. Macau is a tiny peninsula and 2 islands linked by causeways. Only an hour's ferry ride from Hong Kong. About as close to China as you can get without being part of it. The peninsula was Europe's first foothold in Asia, and it's destined to be the last. China will take back the territory in 6 years' time, leaving the locals, the Macanese, without a European ruler for the first time in generations.
Despite the return to China in 1999, the Macanese are unlikely to surrender their Portuguese heritage. This building is testimony to that. It's called the Loyal Senate, in recognition of Macau's loyalty to the Portuguese crown during Spain's domination of Portugal 400 years ago. For 60 years, Macau held firm, eventually earning the motto, City of the Name of God. There is none more loyal than this.
For tourists, though, the main benefits of this loyalty and its mixture of cultures is here in restaurants like Garlo's in Macau town. The Macanese food must be close to the best in the world, with its mixture of the tastes of Africa, Asia and Europe. It seems everywhere the Portuguese went, they took their palates and their recipes for dishes like chili crab, spiced giant prawns and grilled sardines. To this, the Macanese have added their own touch. Here in the Red Market, the locals stick to the Chinese practice of shopping twice a day for fresh, meaning live, ingredients. This is where the hotels and restaurants buy their food, so it's somewhere you can get a sneak preview of the evening menu. And while you wait for dinner, there are the outer islands to explore.
The best way to get around Macau is to hire one of these little boats. They're cheap and convenient and a whole lot of fun.
On Colonial, the farthest island, is the chapel of St. Francis Xavier, a famous missionary. And to remind you where you are, in front of the chapel there's a memorial to the locals' last battle with the pirate overlords of Colonial, as recent as 1910. On the waterfront of Taipa Island, you can find these colonial mansions, restored to something of their original splendor and open to visitors. But for real colonial splendor, look no further than the National Library. What could be more European or more of a contrast to the streets outside? And if the heat and bustle of the afternoon get a bit overwhelming, then you can always escape to one of Macau's quiet corners. The old Protestant cemetery. Generations of traders and missionaries lie buried here. For hundreds of years they came and went, while Macau rivaled Hong Kong as the major trade route to the east. The Portuguese presence might be weathering a little now, even crumbling at the edges, but what remains can keep even the most jaded tourist going. This is the Hotel Bella Vista, a colonial mansion restored to offer exclusive accommodation, up to $1,000 a night exclusivity, and superb views. But you don't have to be rich to get a meal here, just ready to appreciate the mix that's created such cuisine.
Vista.